I just want to share with you a couple of things that make me really enjoy this game and why I'm so glad that I didn't listen to the people that said this game was an ugly piece of crap. So the first thing I want to talk about are the game settings, the difficulty. You can put it on easy, normal, or hard. You can put additional little handicaps here, well, in your favor rather. You can increase health recovery from medicine, reduce key loss from attacks. How many loadouts do you want? Do you want to automatically skip cutscenes that you've already seen before in New Game Plus? You can save the game whenever you damn well please. At least so far, I've been able to do that. Just those types of options that you don't necessarily need in every game, like Dragon's Dogma 2. However, I still want to talk about it because these are things that I prefer to have in a game. It doesn't mean that the other games are bad. These are reasons why I really enjoy this game because it's catering, it's pandering to me. Different difficulty options, like I said, making things a little bit easier, a little bit harder, having a nice world that is easy to navigate, having a plethora of fast travel points that you can see here. For me, the game actually doesn't look nearly as ugly as I thought it was going to. I mean, it doesn't look like Ghosts of Tsushima, but I don't think it looks like a PlayStation 3 game. You can fly or glide a la Zelda Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. It's a lot of fun to do so. You can have a plethora, a cornucopia of different weapons. You can dual wield. You can just really make your character the way that you want, which to me is a big deal, especially in a third-person game. Not like a game like Dying Light 2, where you have all these options, but it doesn't really matter because you never see your damn character anyways. So no two weapons look the same. Although when I move to the swords now, they all look the same, but that's because you can transmog, and then it doesn't matter what you equip, because it's going to remember what you transmogged it on. And furthermore than that, you can even remove a piece of clothing, but you still have the stats of said clothing. So for example, if I go to my chest piece, I do have this chest piece to equip. Actually, now I'm going to have this one equipped. And as you can see, I'm still shirtless because I chose to do that from the longhouse. And it's just really incredible. Again, like I said, and in the beginning, there's also a character creation. You can choose to play as a boy, as a girl. Do you want to be tall, skinny, fat? What's your skin complexion like? Maybe you don't want to be the default Asian look. Maybe you want to be some white Caucasian dude or whatever. You can just go ahead and do that. You can have a horse on top of the flying. And another thing that I really appreciate in terms of the presentation, speaking of graphics, is the fact that for me, personally speaking, when I'm looking around, I'm looking at that foliage and how your body interacts with it, moving through it, the physics of that, the draw distance is actually really, really fantastic. It is absolutely, like, amazing. Like, if you pay close attention to just how far drawn out a lot of these things are, for me, it almost feels like real life. And as I run and walk towards things, I don't just notice things just magically rendering in out of nowhere. To me, that's absolutely amazing.
Leave me alone, please.
There's also these random events that can happen. And one of the beautiful things that I love about the combat is that dismemberment. And it's not just a simple hack and slash. You do have a couple of, you know, you see the idea there. Even the system with the blood buildup, if you look at the bottom right there, that yellow bar, that's actually the blood accumulation. And when you smack and tap, see, I did it even though there was no enemies. It shook the blood off. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't know what the blood system does, but that's not the point. There's a lot of NPCs, at least I find that there's a lot of NPCs. The world itself, I find, looks fantastic. I mean, some people are saying, oh, the world is dead. And I'm like, it is? It's dead?
Else?
I mean,
Please, come again.
some people did complain about Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom feeling a little bit empty at times. I just find that this game has a healthy abundance of leave me the hell alone. And where is the combat? So again, just kind of looking around at the overall presentation, I am in awe personally. And when I compare it to other games in the genre, which I suppose is kind of hard to escape it, excuse me, I'm just so happy that I bought this game and that I simply didn't let the negativity get the best of me into thinking that this was going to be a piece of crap game. However, not to defend those people, but ultimately in the end, if you think something is crap, well then I suppose it really is crap. Because for you it is. But for me, it absolutely isn't. See, I can't get up there, or I could. You can also pet kitty cats, you can rescue them. There are allies that you can come across and forge bonds with if you choose not to kill certain people. They'll side with you. You can bring them along with you during missions, even though I'm not necessarily, showing you that per se in this video. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. I'm just kind of rambling on here really quick. And I don't want to make this video much longer than it needs to be. It's just, it's great. Like, I mean, yes, if you do like the whole samurai open world, Asian culture, Ghosts of Tsushima-ish like games, I am saying that this game sorta, kinda, not really, will remind you of it, but it reminds me more of like Sekiro Neo, and then with the different difficulty options, just making it so much more accessible. And this is from, that team there. I forget the name now off the top of my head. The developers of this game. I think this is the first time they make an open world game, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, even though this is being dubbed as sort of like a Elden Ring, Dark Souls-y difficult game, it doesn't have to be. Whereas every other game, it has to be. You either get good or you perish and you rage quit, like I have every other goddamn game. I've never finished a Souls game. I've come close, but I've never been able to finish one because I just don't have the time to do so. And or potentially I just don't have the, the skill. I mean, I'm good at World of Warcraft. I am a World of Warcraft god. I still haven't finished Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I haven't finished this that just came out the same day that came out. I still haven't finished this that I'm still plucking away on. I cranked in almost 600 hours just since December on this game alone. I still haven't finished this game. I still haven't finished this game. So as you can see here, with good excuse, there are just a lot of games that have come out fairly recently in memory that I haven't finished yet. I finished that one. I technically didn't finish that one. Oh, this is still actually relatively new. I haven't finished that one. This game just came out. I started making videos on it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't end. I haven't finished this game, but I'm getting very close. Same thing with this one. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So for me... Oh, this game. Oh my goodness, how many games are there? So for me, this game is also fairly new as well. I haven't finished it either. So I'm just kind of sharing with you, whether it's an excuse or not, I don't really give a shit what you say. These are legitimate things. I have all these games. I pump in hundreds and hundreds of hours into these games. I try to come up with guides, and then boom, 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 boom. Just like today, the new South Park game is out. What else is out today? Planet Zoo is out as well. Like, it does not end. And it does drive me a little crazy, and that's why I tend to shy away from these games. Now, the weapon types, I forget if I've mentioned them, but there's a lot of different kinds of weapons that you can have. There's different stances as well. That's really nice. This is just like I said. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you, that you can change stance depending on like the weapon. For some reason, this is the one I use the most, but I haven't been able to unlock it yet. The different stances for it. Anyhow, that's it for me for now. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. 10 minutes. I'm telling you, this game kicks ass. If you're remotely into Neo-ish, Ghost of Tsushima, open world, heavy loot game with good combat, good introductory difficulty if you so choose to choose it, and being able to, on the fly, change the difficulty whenever you want. I mean, get this game. Thumbs up if you liked it. The video, that is. It helps with the algorithm. Thumbs down if you didn't like it, and I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. Take care. Bye for now.